What's up, guys? Big Papa Drock back with another Raid Shadow Legends video. And as always, it is wonderful to see you guys. We're going to talk for a little bit before we start this video about gratefulness. I am so grateful to get to continue to make content for Raid, especially after this last couple months of health issues and stuff like that. And so grateful to you guys that continue to show up and watch these videos. Um, it's been a crazy year for me. Been a crazy, crazy year with so many ups and downs. And I was just thinking about that earlier today. I was laying down doing some work and just how lucky I am. Lucky to be here, lucky to have an audience, lucky to still get to make content. I don't know, just kind of made me think about being grateful. So wanted to share that before we start this video. I'd love to hear in the comments down below some things that you're grateful for. They can be literally anything, something you're grateful for. It could be something small, it can be something large, but I genuinely enjoy reading those comments. It always puts a smile on my face. So speaking of being grateful in a raid, boy, am I grateful to have gotten Raphael, right? They did a guaranteed, I say guaranteed because it's not like your normal guaranteed event for him. And I snagged this bad boy and I'm so excited to test him out because I have yet to use him, but I've heard he's great. The reviews are pretty good. I will tell you honestly, this was the turtle that I was most looking forward to getting when I read all of their kits. I thought that he had the best sounding kit. And so now we're going to test him out and see if that's true. But super stoked to build this bad boy. Let's take a look at the skills first and foremost. I'm still missing Leonardo, by the way. I've got every other turtle champion. Still have to do a video on Donatello and one on Michelangelo, but I'm missing Leonardo, so I can't do the quad turtle team yet. I'm really looking forward to making a video on that. But let's take a look at the skills for Raphael and why I thought he would be probably the best turtle of the bunch. We got an A1 Sewer Skewer. Attacks one enemy 2 times, places a block revive debuff if the target is killed. Each critical hit fills this champion's turn meter by 10%. I mean, look, that is a hell of an A1 if you get a block revive on that, right? Like, that is a great A1 plus a turn meter boost and a double hitter. Biggest question is, how's it do damage-wise, right? But getting a block revive, that's pretty monstrous. He is an attack-based champion, by the way. You'll also notice I don't have any blessings on him. I have no awakenings, so he's still relatively weak. But let's go ahead and jump over to the A2. Seismic Slam, I like that. Attacks all enemies, will ignore shield and block damage buffs if attacking under a Berserk debuff placed by this champion. If the champion is not under a Berserk debuff placed by themselves, the damage inflicted against enemies under shield buffs is increased by 50%. Each critical hit fills this champion's turn meter by 10%. Again, really good sounding A2. It's on a 3-turn cooldown. Anything that ignores block damage is massive for PvP nowadays with how prevalent that's become with Neve and with Nice. He's also a great affinity against a champion like Nice, of course, because he is Force, which is phenomenal. Ignoring shield, also great. Now, there's the caveat here of you have to be under a Berserk debuff placed by this champion, and that is very specific. But still, sounds like a great ability, sounds like a great AoE, and ignoring shield is never a bad thing as well, potentially. And then if you don't have the Berserk debuff, you still get to do more damage. So pretty good. Plus another turn meter boost. Again, really good sounding A2. A3, Not Today, Knucklehead. Attacks one enemy 3 times. Each hit will ignore 20% of the target's defense, places a perfect veil buff and an unkillable buff on this champion for 2 turns if the target is killed. If the target survives, places a Berserk debuff on this champion for 2 turns instead. This debuff cannot be resisted or blocked. I mean, this sounds like a fantastic ability. One, you're getting perfect veil and you're getting an unkillable buff. Triple hitter, ignoring a ton of defense. I expect this will do a lot of damage. You know, even if you don't kill someone, you place that that Berserk debuff that you need in order to get your value out of Seismic Slam. Sounds like a really strong ability. And again, also on a 3-turn cooldown. So you got really strong cooldown mechanics on Raphael's kit as well. Let's look at the passive here. NYC Beatdown. Of course, he gets the turtle team up. I'm so excited to test that out. But he also places a Berserk debuff on this champion for 1 turn when any champion dies. Has a 20% chance of granting an extra turn when attacking under a Berserk debuff placed by this champion. Pretty good sounding passive, right? Anybody dies, he gets the Berserk debuff. He has a chance to get an extra turn when attacking under it. I mean, honestly, not bad. The kit really sounds promising. So I'm very excited to test him out. Let's take a look at the masteries here. I've gone defense over here. I've given him counterattack really on twice because I want that block revive on the A1. So I want an opportunity to potentially block somebody from reviving with that. So that's why I've gone double counterattack. I've also gone ruthless ambush to give him more damage. We have gone helm smasher down here and methodical again because that A1 does have the block revive. And then I don't know. I'm a big fan of cycle of violence. I think it's great to have the potential to get a turn cooldown reduced, especially when you have such short cooldowns too. You can really magnify that. So I've gone over here to cycle of violence. I think, you know, you can argue that you could go a couple different ways here. You could certainly go whirlwind of death. If you're, you know, applying any type of control, you could absolutely go opportunist. Biggest thing with this, of course, is just there's so many wands in arena nowadays. So it's really tough to get the maximum value out of that. You certainly could go something like Wrath of the Slain as well. But for me, this is the way I'm rolling. And then if you didn't want to go double counterattack, you absolutely could go with Killstreak. But because that A1 has the block revive, I want to have an opportunity to place that block revive as often as possible. So I do think it makes the most sense to go offense defense, of course. You know, I could hypothetically seeing something like lasting gifts for support specifically to get that berserk debuff on you more often. But I don't think it's worth the sacrifices that you have to make over here to miss out on those counterattacks. So, relic wise, surprise, surprise, the cat's gaze. I mean, this is pretty much the cat's meow when it comes to relics for attack based champions or low HP based champions. And I do think it is the best relic for our boy Raphael. I've got a couple different gemstones in here. The multi hit skill one makes a ton of sense. He's got multiple multi hit abilities with his A3 as well as with his A1. Again, block revive. I've also got the legendary in here where he kills someone, he gets more ignore defense. I think this is going to be pretty useful, especially because he has a potential extra turn mechanic where you could potentially be block reviving after you kill someone with that extra turn. If you're under a berserk debuff, you can pull it off. And then I've just gone over here with turn meter increase effects just to make sure he goes first. I'm kind of building him a little bit faster. I want him to go first. So that's kind of the role that I'm playing here, but there's certainly other ones you could use here. There's mythical gems. That would make a lot of sense that, you know, give you additional damage as well. Other relics you could use. I think, I mean, honestly, you can put Wand of Submission on anybody. So that's always an option. Let's go in here into the relic list so I can take a quick peek. Frankly, there's not a single champion in this game, I think. Well, that's maybe overstating it, but there's very few champions in this game where Wand of Submission doesn't make sense. I do think Cat's Gaze is the best for him, but you absolutely could talk me into Wand of Submission. You could do also something like Malefic Talon if you don't have any of their super awesome relics. So Malefic Talon could work for sure. You could also do. I've heard this is good. I've never personally seen it used, but it does have great stats, attack and crit damage, which makes a lot of sense. I haven't had a chance to get any use out of this because I don't have it. But that could be an option as well. Last Laugh Amulet also works for any kind of damage dealer because you have a chance to keep them alive. So that's certainly an option. After returning from sheep. What else here? I mean, this would certainly be phenomenal, Dread Bomb, but you know, again, don't have any of these mythical relics. So I think bang for your buck, Cat's Gaze makes the most sense. Wand of Submission second. You could roll with, yep, you could do Essence Quencher as well. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple different options here, but oh, you could also certainly do something like Death Dealer. But the only downside of this is you'll see how we build him. He's not really built like normal nukers are, which is kind of fun. He's a little bit different in terms of getting the maximum out of him. Yeah, that's how I'm rolling. I'm definitely rolling. If I'm doing it, I'm doing Wand of Submission. I'm doing Cat's Gaze. Those are, I think, your best options. You can see I've got a lot of things saved up here for a video as well. So I definitely got to do a video for pulling for relics. We need better relics. So let's go back in here and let's talk about how to build this champion. Because like I said, he is very different from what the meta is for 99% of nukers nowadays. Most of the time, if you're building a champion, you're going to build them in Stone Skin and Savage or Stone Skin and Lethal. You have to have Stone Skin on them in order to keep them alive. Raphael is different though, because you want to get this Berserk debuff on yourself. You want the Berserk debuff to come on there because you want a chance to get extra turns. You know what I mean? You want a chance to ignore shield and block damage. So you can't put Stone Skin on this champion the same way you would other champs. And I like that because it means you have to build him a little differently, right? There's a bunch of different builds that you could hypothetically do for Raphael. I have gone with a merciless reaction build. So this is all reaction, all merciless. This is obviously a tough build to do. And if you notice, you look at his stats, they're pretty, like, I mean, he has a glass cannon. Now, a lot of that has to do with the fact that he has 0 awakening on him. And also merciless gear is still some of the hardest stuff to get good things in, but it's not bad. Like, he's still fast. He's got good crit damage. His attack is fine. I still think he'll do good damage overall, especially because he is in merciless and he is getting ignore defense. But you could certainly build him a couple different ways. You can build him with merciless. You could build him with something like, you could certainly do something like swift parry. You could do, you could do something like even instinct. I think a lot of people sleep on this set. If you're struggling to get speed, instinct is actually pretty damn good. So if you have decent instinct gear, this is one you could certainly look to as well. I personally build my Empress in instinct, and I think he's fantastic because I want to get him fast. Yeah, I mean, a couple different ways that you could go, right? And you could obviously do a savage build too. Having reaction is nice because you have less of a worry if he doesn't go first. I'm building him fast, but realistically, if he gets cut in, if someone cuts in and hits him, he still has a chance to live. Now, he is super weak in this build, and we definitely need a soul. It's going to make a huge difference. And I do want him to take his turn first. So this is more of a precaution than anything else. I think this is probably the overall best build you could do for him to maximize damage, provided you have a way to keep him alive. And reaction can do that. Building him this fast, I'd love to have him over 300. Really, like, realistically, 310, 320 would be great. But we'll take 287. That works, I think, for our purposes. So yeah, overall, I think this should be a pretty solid build. Let's go ahead and take him into Dragon and see what he does. Like I said, this was the most wanted turtle for me. I pulled on all the summon events to try to get him. So really excited to see what he can do. And there's been a lot of buzz about him too. I mean, a lot of people in the community are talking about it. And even just the reviews being good is nice to see, right? Like, you see Shredder, you see April. Those reviews aren't anything special, unfortunately, but Raphael is different. And frankly, Leonardo also has good views. At least I believe he did. I don't know if he still does. Do you guys have turtles, by the way? Which turtles do you have? Let me know in the comments down below. We'll roll with Arbiter. When's the last time I used Arbiter in one of these showcases? Why not? All right. Dragon 23 is always on the void stage to maximize not getting weak hits. So, okay, we'll throw stuff out here with our Lydia. Let's start with the A2. Let's start with the AoE. And we should be doing 50% more damage, but there's no shield. So yeah, this is going to be a standard A2. No boost to damage. We're not attacking under a berserk, so we're not ignoring anything else. Not that it matters, but let's just see what it does damage-wise. Okay, 242, 283. Honestly, okay, not incredible. But to be fair, he doesn't have insane stats like some of my builds, so that's not something that is unexpected. Let's see if we can actually get him to do his A3 quickly while we're here, or maybe even his A1. He's under a berserk now. We did kill somebody, so we do have the berserk debuff now. Let's take a look. Well, we'll go ahead and we'll roll with the A3 first. So triple hitter. We're only going to get one hit here. Oh, Jesus Christ. Holy hell. Okay. I mean, now we have berserk on, so we're getting a damage boost there, right? Like, you're getting a damage boost. We're doing way more damage than we would normal, but it just goes to show, like, if you can get a berserk debuff on and you don't die, suddenly you're doing some nasty stuff. I mean, that's a triple hitter at 225 a pop is pretty damn good. A3. All right, let's try it again. This time without the berserk debuff. All right. 138, 126. Yeah, that's more in line with what you'd expect when you don't have the berserk on there. But the nice thing about this is you still get the oh, that's right. We killed someone, so we get the berserk because of the passive. You know what I mean? Can't forget that. You get the berserk because of the passive just from killing somebody, which is so awesome. And now he's got that unkillable. He's got that perfect veil too, which is so useful, right? So useful. All right, now let's take a look here. There's no shields up, but we do have a Berserk. This should hit way harder now. Yeah, 501. Now we're cooking, man. Now the damage is really coming. This is a fun champion. This is a well-designed, fun champion already because his kit synergizes. First off, he looks incredible. All of the turtles do. But his kit just makes sense, right? His kit makes sense. All right, let's try this time the A1. See if we can get a kill off the A1. That's a pretty damn hard hitting A1. That's not bad. 250K from 2 hits. No Berserk debuff, but now we have it. Of course, because he killed somebody. And the block revive. For a block revive ability, that's not bad at all. You think about a champion like a Nithwi, doesn't have a strong hitting A1 whatsoever. Raphael does. Now, we can go back to this A3, and let's go over here. Let's just see what we do over here on the A3. Yeah, 198, 200. Yeah, his A3 hits like a Mack truck, and his A1 is pretty damn good too. And the fact that you have the block revive, nasty. I want to see the A1 with a Berserk debuff. All right, we're back around. A1 with the Berserk debuff, double hitter. Yeah, baby, 300K, not bad. Not bad for an A1 double hitter, the block revive. This champion is going to be fun. You can already tell this champion is going to be fun. I am stoked to get him into Arena. It's like it's such a tough balancing act for the developers when it comes to these champions, right? Because you really, getting them is so hard. Even though Raphael is guaranteed, and even though Leo is going to be guaranteed as well, you have to have a ton of resources to pull it off, right? So if they were going to make any of these champions good, I'm glad they made it Raphael, and I'm glad they made it like some of the turtles, right? The turtles, frankly, are better overall, in my opinion, than April or Shredder. And April and Shredder, technically, I guess April you could get from the showcase or whatever the thing is we just had, the what's it called, Pizza Party or Ace Reporter Titan event. But the fact that they made the turtles the best ones, which are the most accessible champions, I think was very smart. So we're in platinum. Let's do a little work with our boy Raphael. I am so stoked here. Now we want to take the stone skin away. We got to make sure we get the stone skin off here. Let's go over to my Galathir. We're going to use our fast Galathir here, and then let's get Raphael. He'll be slower than my Empress. I think I'll be fast enough here to make this work. Let's find out. Bad affinity here with Crixia, but everything else looks good. It's always crazy to me how much Arena has changed in the years, right? I think I need to do a then versus now video. Would you guys be interested in that? Do a little then versus now? Now, the only problem with using Shuzen, of course, is I don't want to get enfeebled, but I guess it doesn't matter. I should be able to live this with reaction. Yes, nice. And then we have Galathir to cleanse it off. See, my brain was working when I designed this team by some incredible... Well, did I just do the wrong thing? Yes, I did, but that's okay. All right, we take away that. This is why it's so nice to have the reaction, right? So even though he is very weak, he's able to survive this stuff solely because of the reaction. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just see if we can put down this Commodus with the A3. So let's see what we can do here. We got him. Got the Commodus down. Multi-hit. You saw that gem come in there, right? That gem was massive. Now we can go right back around with Shuzen. Boom. Sit down, son. Berserk debuff on. Game over. Dude, this champion's fun. And he's not even awakened, bro. Like, you think those stat boosts for awakening him is going to make such a big difference, right? Such a massive, massive difference. All right, let's go ahead and let's strip again. Perfect. And let's try now. Let's try a little A1 block revive, right? Let's see if we can block revive. Yeah, I think we can block revive that, right? Oh my God, this team is fun. And we'll go right back to the A2 and just puts out phenomenal damage. No issues whatsoever. Now here's a fun one. Let's get a nice, and we have a Siegfried too. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be real interesting. Can he kill a nice with that triple hitter? We don't have any stone skin up here, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that, and we'll do a little bit of this. Now he did do quite a bit of damage, so he certainly should be able to do it. And this isn't a super strong team. But let's find out. Can I do it with the A1? Can I block? I don't think I would block revive with the A1 though, right? Because his passive will present it. excuse me, prevent him from being killed. So let's just go with the A3. Okay, we get the necrosis up. He'll die now. Perfect. Oh, did we lose a turn there? Did she get controlled? I totally missed it. She must have gotten controlled because she lost her turn. That's okay. I wasn't paying attention. I was too focused on Raphael. We'll still win this, or we should at least. It's the Berserk debuff. Somebody died. He's getting cooked. Not like this. What happened here? I wasn't paying attention, so I totally missed it. This is what happens when you're not paying. You know what? Let's just go again. Hold on. Let's just go again. I don't mind taking the L here. I don't know what happened. I completely missed. This is why I say this all the time. We really need just a box up here that tells you what has gone on so you can actually figure it out. Because I genuinely did not see her miss her turn. I'm still confused, frankly, as to how she missed her turn. Like what happened? You know what I mean? I have no idea what happened. Someone's got to tell. We got to watch that back. I should have just blocked revive there, by the way. That was a mistake, but that's okay. Got the extra turn there because we were under the Berserk. I don't know if you saw that. Pretty cool stuff. Ooh, this is where we would want to switch normally. This is where we would switch to keep Raphael alive, frankly. But we'll just chill. He gets his Berserk again. I love this mechanic. I absolutely love this mechanic. When anyone dies, he gets a Berserk. This is like what you hope for. There's the A1 doing enough damage to kill the Nice, even in his second form with multiple people dead. Nice. All right. I don't know what happened with that first fight. Somebody explained it to me, but either way, we got it done. Now, let's see here. Neve would be a good one. This is pretty low level, though. Let's see if we can get another nice team, maybe a stronger one. Ooh, this looks good, but this is going to be faster than me, I would imagine. Matt over here, definitely going to be faster than me. But this is great to test out. You know, we'll go ahead and do it. It's a great example to see if he can survive. I don't think he can survive a Marius, even with reaction. We'll definitely get outsped here. Phenomenal champ, though. I love when they have, oh shit, okay, we actually went first. Never mind. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Sheep them. Okay, he did take damage there, but it wasn't enough, so the reaction did not proc. But that's okay. Yeah, we're going to take away that. Beautiful reaction proc there. Super, super, super important. Let's just go ahead. This is risky to try to do it on Marichka, frankly. I think I'm just going to go for... Who do I want to do it on? I'll just go for Odin. Oh, he didn't get the kill, though. Oh, snap. Okay. See if he has enough to kill. Yeah, he does get the block revive there. Nice. I'm getting really lucky with Polymorph right now, which is hilarious. Now, if he can just get his turn, he did get it. And now we should be ignoring shield and block damage. So Odin here should get clapped along with Sifi. Oh, yes. Let's go. What a fun kit this champion has. See, I love when they get this stuff right. You know what I mean? I love it. Just such a fun kit. He is 1,000,000% viable in something like live arena, in PvP. I'm sure probably even in PvE with all the turtles. His damage is good. Like his damage is is very solid, especially with this Berserk thing. The only thing about PvE using him is, especially if you're trying to auto stuff, Berserk makes it really easy for you to get killed, of course. But damn, he's a good champion, guys. He is a legitimately good champion. And someone you absolutely can use. How did I not end up going against Matt? I picked the wrong one, but all right, now we'll be outsped. Now we will be outsped for sure. Yes, that is what I expected. He managed to live that though. Now he's not going to live that. He's not living that. Not living that, unfortunately. Let's see here. We might have to go with Odin. Yeah, we're not going to get. Let's see if we can do this with Odin. I don't probably still. Oh, it's crypto. Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm definitely not faster then. Never mind. But we'll do one more just for shits and giggles. Crypto is absolutely faster than me. Let's go with. We'll try Odin just to get a little. Well, Odin's not going to help us here though. You know what? Let's try this actually. Let's try a little old school stuff with Necrit. You don't ever get to see Necrit anymore, right? Let's try Necrit to protect Raphael with the reaction. And let's roll with Odin. Do we even... No, Odin's not going to help us. Let's still roll with Galathier. You can honestly even roll Duchess to reduce damage, frankly. But we want to make sure we have enough stuff to cleanse. I mean, Galathier should be able to do it, potentially, depending on the Odin. What do I want to roll with? Oh, you know what? Let's go Mithrala. I think I still have my Mithrala in reaction. I used to use this against... God, I can't remember who it was. I've completely forgotten, but we don't have any speed aura at all. That's all right. Whatever. Screw it. We're not worried about speed here. We're, this is going to work. I'm sure. All right. Protection Necrit. So the Odin can't screw us up here. Now he's going to get our Galathier. We didn't. Yeah, I do have a, I do have a whatchamacallit, the only problem is we cleansed off that Berserk, whereas we needed that. We just screwed ourselves. That's what happens when you don't pay attention. Hold on. I want to, let's get this right. Mithrala, by the way, slept on. I need to do a video on her. Slept on hard for Arena. She is way better than people realize if built correctly at dealing with some of the teams that are out there. So let's go ahead and try this again, see if we can still get lucky. We still got protected. That's big. But now we just lost our Necrit. That's not good. But the reaction coming in clutch. You love to see it. Love to see the reaction. But now we don't get the Berserk because nobody died. God, you can't win, guys. You can't freaking win. All right, well, now we're going to die for sure. Yeah, hold on. I need someone to die. Come on, man. Trying to prove something here. We actually go with anyone other than Mithrala, but she is in bolster. Oh, this time now we get screwed. Still lives it, but he dies, gets the Berserk, but it's only one turn. We don't have a choice. Damn it. Son of a bitch. All right, hold on. Take the Mithrala out. Mithrala goes. Hold on here. I want someone slower. Who is slower? I think my Duchess is. Although I want someone still to die here. Oh, you know what? Let me just use Commodus. Just try to strip the stuff, maybe. Or I could use, I'm trying to think of like block buffs. Damn it, dude. The block damage keeps going up. I have to get it though. I'm trying to think of like what's a good combo here to get around the block damage coming up. I'm just not fast enough. I think I actually do need a speed lead is part of the problem here. So if I get a speed lead in here, I think we're able to make it happen. Lazarius will definitely die. Let's try it now. One last time. This is the fun of Raid Shadow Legends though, right? And this is a top tier, like phenomenal team. So it's a great example of the absolute strongest stuff you're going to face. All right, we get the Berserk this time. He still lived. Huge. Now, oh, it wasn't enough damage though. Damn it. We need a stronger build. I love it though, man. I love it. This champion, it just causes glee. All right, that's okay. That's okay. You know what I mean? That's all right. Let's try another team. We got Neve now. Let's see what he does against Neve. Got the protection Neve. You love to see it. Okay, we got that there. Awesome. Works well with Lazarius technically because of that increased attack. Now, oh, she got a turn. We weren't fast enough. Got to be faster, man. Got to be faster in Raid Shadow Legends. All right, let's see with the A1. Now, they are ally protected, so this isn't going to do much. Yeah, with the A1, with the ally protect, that's just a really tough sell. You know what I mean? Yeah, we'll put it on Lazarius. We'll keep Lazarius alive for the moment. All right. Block damage is up on everybody, so we can't really do much here. So we'll just chill here. We're chilling. Necrit doing some heavy duty. I kind of miss the Necrit meta sometimes. Oh no. The Marius getting stronger and stronger. All right, he's back now. This is why the speed is so important. Got to have the speed. If he were faster, we get in front of her, right? But we weren't fast enough. Okay, hold on. Go back. Who do we do this time? Maybe Shuzen? Why not? You know, Neve, honestly, phenomenal champion too. I still need to do a showcase on her. All right. This time we're faster. I don't mind getting hit with the Marius. That's fine. Now he's going to take a ton of damage here. Oh, cleansed off. Okay, he gets the Berserk debuff. So now if we can get... I'm going to just try to speed it up. Did he go first? We got lucky there. He should have gone for me. But let's see if we can queue enough damage. The ally protect, though. There's no way. Oh, we still had enough. Let's go. That's nuts. We're still going to lose here, but that was incredible. Yeah. Okay. So look, I still need I need more strength on him first and foremost. I need him faster for arena, for this level of arena. Realistically, I need him to be able to get in front of her. If I could get in front of the Freya there, I certainly have a chance to win that. I can go right through them. I need him to be stronger. But notwithstanding all that, his kit is genuinely fantastic. Like, he is a damn good champion. Oh, let's try him against a Taurus Marichka. Let's try him on a Taurus Marichka. We'll do... You know, we'll go back to the Empress just to make sure we get the stone skin off. Why can't I find my Empress? Still don't have a 4-star on the Empress, which hurts. It hurts. Fun champion, though, man. All right. Let's try this again. Technically, Galather kind of screws him because of this. This actually hurts us with the Berserk. So honestly, a better champion might be... Oh, no, excuse me. I forgot. It doesn't hurt him because it goes this anyway. Ignore me. It goes right through. It doesn't matter. All right. Let's just take out the Taurus. Can we do it? Oh, man, we hooked him. Hooked the Taurus there. Damn. And now we're getting it cooked. All right, come on, come on, come on, come on. All right, show me. They got block damage up. Son of a bitch. He doesn't have his berserk. No. That's okay. It's crazy how prevalent block damage is nowadays. My God. Easily the most frustrating stuff to face in the arena, in my opinion. All right, let's block revive here. Beautiful. He gets the berserk. Beautiful. The synergy is synergying. Yes. Block revive here too. Yes. Keep block reviving and get the berserk again and the extra turn. Block revive everywhere, baby. I freaking love it, man. I freaking love it. Dude, what a fun champ. What a fun champion. This is when Raid is at its absolute best. Look, I could sit here doing this all night. Here's what I'll tell you. Raphael is a damn good champion. He absolutely is a champion you can use in the meta. He definitely takes a little bit of setup to maximize, and he certainly takes a lot of stats to get the most out of, but he's fun. He is a fun champ. And that's what you want, right? You just want fun champions. You want champs that you can enjoy using, even if they're not the best champion in the game, but they're still exciting and fun. The other thing you could honestly build him with, I was thinking about this before the video, like what are the best builds for him? You could hypothetically do a feral like savage or feral lethal build with him. Now you wouldn't get all the reaction here, which is tough. Like he'd definitely have to be fast to make sure he doesn't die or be protected by Necrit. Take your pick. But you apps or like even Neve, you could do it with Neve as well, and that way he gets block damage up. But you could absolutely do a feral build with him, a feral lethal feral savage, just because when somebody well, hold on. Actually, this didn't. Let me just look at this first. When any champion dies. But didn't it go through? Am I crazy or did it go through when that Galathier, when somebody died, right? Hold on. Let's test this again. So I was like, why didn't I put a feral build on him? And now I'm remembering because I was worried about his block damage coming through. Oh, let's see here. Let's go back down here. Let's test this one more time. Did that Berserk debuff go through no matter what? Even though it was from the passive when somebody died? Because I don't think did he kill someone? I can't remember. Maybe it was because I used the A3 and killed somebody. It's always so hard to remember what's going on when I'm recording. It's not until I, look back later that I'm like, oh yes, that's what happened. Oh yes, of course. Oh well, shit. The reaction didn't proc. All right, try again. Come on. What? 25% chance 3 times and it doesn't proc any of them. Oh my god. Come on, man. All right, didn't proc. Oh my god. Didn't proc again? What the hell? This is why you need those awakening. He would have lived that if he had been awakened. For sure. All right, one more time. Come on, please. All right, there we go. It proc. We're back in here. Although, frankly, I should have used Necrit now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I should have gone Necrit. Wait, but even there, he got the Berserk. You saw that, right? The Berserk came on him. He got the Berserk right there in spite of the fact that he didn't kill anyone. You saw that, right? I swear to God, I saw that. Hold on. Do it again. We're going to slow it down. He got the Berserk. Hold on now. Because this is big. Because it's not specified in the skill. So let's just try this again. Slow it down. I swear to God, he got a Berserk buff on him right there, a debuff on him. All right. We're gonna hit him here. All right. Now, Marius is gonna go. Damn it. The reaction didn't proc. Come on, bro. He got that Berserk debuff. I saw it. And this is not in the skill. It does not say this in the skill. All right, you got it there. I can honestly just put Necrit on him, frankly. That's what I'll do next one. if he dies here. All right, screw it. Let me just put Neckard on him. Let's make this easy. The people I'm fighting are gonna be like, what the hell is Drock doing? Bro is just feeding. Why is he feeding so hard? Because I'm testing, bro. I'm testing. All right. This time, for sure, we're gonna get it. Because he's not dying now. Yep, fine. Okay, we have all that fun stuff up. Oof, he's gonna die now. Slow it down again. Let me see if I can get protected debuffs or buffs. Nope, I didn't. That's fine. All right. Now, show me this. Somebody's gonna die here. No, he didn't get it this time. Wait, what the hell just happened? He should have gotten it because 2 people die whenever a champion dies. Oh, did Marius strip it off maybe? No, Marius wouldn't strip it off. It's a debuff. And maybe it doesn't go through then. So maybe I must have, I swear to God, I saw it come up there before. I'm so confused here. I need to watch this back big time. Well, now he got sheeped. So that doesn't help us at all. That's not good. That's not what we want. I'm so intrigued now. I must find out. This is becoming the longest showcase I've ever done, but I am genuinely, let's just go again. I don't want to wait for the polymorph to expire. I'm genuinely curious because I thought I saw it, but I must have been imagining it. Because it's not listed in the skill, so I wouldn't expect it to work. Slow it down again. He's protected this time. So I don't have to worry about his buffs disappearing. 2, 3. Okay, he got it. He got it. He got it through it. I knew it. I knew I wasn't crazy. Dude, that's not listed in the skill. That's not listed in the skill. You can build this champion in Feral. He didn't kill anybody with the A3, and he still got the Berserk debuff through the block debuff. That's different than what the skill lists. I knew it. I knew I saw it. Okay, this was 100% worth it because this changes how you can build him. This completely changes how you can build him. Look at this. You read his skills. Nowhere in this passive does it say that it's going to place that Berserk debuff through block debuffs. It only says it on his A3. This debuff cannot be resisted or blocked. And it's only on this. So this is missing it. So his Berserk debuff will still get placed through a block debuffs, even from his passive with someone else dying. That's massive, guys, because that means you can build this champion hypothetically in Feral and build this champion in Savage or Lethal potentially, or use a champion like Galathier with him or Necrit and still get maximum value out of him, even if people on your own team die. Right? Like people on my own team died there, and I still got the Berserk debuff, which is really important to maximize the A2. Dude, that's crazy. It doesn't say that. Well, good thing you watched this video. If you watched all the way to the end and saw that, maybe put something like surprise in the comments, because I'm certainly surprised because it does not say that on this skill whatsoever. That makes him better, frankly. That makes him a better champion if you can get that hypothetically, that bonus of this on his passive, because it allows you to do more builds with him and it allows you to maximize this skill even if other members on your team go down. Damn, dude, that's crazy. That is crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. Wow. What a cool champion, though. Honestly, great job, Plarium, on a fun turtle. I mean, I haven't tested Donatello yet. I haven't tested Michelangelo. I don't have a Leonardo. I've only tested Shredder in April, but by far my favorite turtle, just from kit wise, and certainly in using him. I mean, this turtle is good. He's not even blessed. You think about what these stats would be if we had him fully blessed, right? More survivability, way more attack. more, well, fully blessed, more speed, certainly more crit damage. I mean, like, this champion is good. This is a damn good champ. These reviews are accurate. Wow, what a fun showcase. Guys, let me know in the comments down below if you enjoyed this as much as I did. This felt like me playing Raid of old, frankly, just re-energizing. And again, grateful to get to cover this game, grateful to be here, to be out of the hospital, grateful to get to chat to you, and grateful that you watched this video. So again, thank you so much for the support. Like and subscribe, all that fun stuff. If you enjoy what I do, more videos coming as I continue to get better, guys, as I continue to try to get back to 100%. I'm still not there yet, to be completely honest with you. I still have more doctor's appointments, 2 or 3 this week. So there's still a road ahead of me to get back to 100%. But I think this is the first video I've done since I've been out of the hospital that I fully felt like, not fully felt, but felt more like myself. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate the support. I love you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Tell someone that you love them, a friend or family member, and tell me if you were as surprised as I was that that passive works, even though it says that it shouldn't, or it doesn't have anything about going through block debuffs. So, or block, block debuffs. Thank you guys so much for watching. Catch y'all later. Big Papa Drock out.